Wonder why you'd read emails for some people and you're quick to take action or you understand what they're trying to communicate, and some you just struggle. Well, stick around. I'm going to be sharing a few tips with you on email etiquette. Hi, my name is Anna Ladipo of annaladipo.com. Instagram handle is the Anna Ladipo. Same handle for Twitter and TikTok. Now don't forget to hit the subscribe button and let's go. Okay, today I'm going to be sharing with you email etiquette rules every professional needs to know. And we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into like different categories and just give you some really good nuggets on how you can write an email that's compelling, convincing, and professional. And an email that, of course, most importantly, drives the information you're trying to get across. So are you trying to gain action? Is it more of an informative email? Or is it more of just an FYI, right? So we'll talk a little bit more about the different types of nuggets that you could leverage on writing a really good professional email. So first tip, use a strong subject line. And I mean that because most times before you even open your email or you open an email, the first thing you might see in the window on the side panel is the description, and whatever you see there at times really determines what you open first or what you do not prioritize. So have a strong subject line that has a bit of a description, right? Especially, you need to know your audience. If you're writing your emails and you need quick action, then in the subject line, I personally like to put action required, because if you do that, then that's the indication that this email is potentially high priority. And there are other things you could do, like that little exclamation icon that you can click just to indicate that the email is important, but your subject line needs to be strong. So for example, action required. If you have a board meeting and you want the audience to review the document ahead of the meeting, it would go something like action required, then the description is review board meeting document by XYZ date. If you do that, you have a higher chance of getting the action that you're trying to convey or get before the board meeting, which is you want them to review the document and give you feedback. Your subject line should be strong and should be descriptive. Another thing I like to do is, if I'm looking for information, I could put info required. That's just to indicate to the audience that, I'm looking for some sort of information from you, and they know the type of action that they need to provide. So that's the tip on subject line. Make sure it's strong, make sure it's descriptive, and make sure it's bold so you can get some action. Another tip is the reply all button should be used sparingly. People do not like to filter or sift through emails that have nothing to do with their department, organization, or individual responsibilities. So it's always helpful and polite that if you think people need to be in the copy line, just maybe your FYI, you want them to be in the know and there's no action from them, then please do put them in the copy line. Stay away from replying to all, especially putting people that have nothing to do with what you're looking for, putting everyone in using the reply all. I typically would only put the people that I need either action from or needs some information to get across to in the to line, everyone else can go in the CC line. If they have nothing to do with it, it's just an FYI, then please put them in the copy line. Don't be lazy and copy or reply to everyone and fill up people's emails with stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with them. Another tip is add a professional email signature. Most times you have a higher rate of response if you do have a professional email signature, and that typically is like your name, your title, your company, your role, your contact information. It does provide a higher response rate, and depending on the kind of role you're in, if you're in sales, if you're in marketing, and you're looking for a higher return on investment, or you're looking for a higher rate of response to those you're targeting, then an email signature is always helpful. You want people to at least get a glimpse of credentials you have, and don't go overboard and put like 10 different certifications. Just look for what is really important. Like for myself, I'll probably put my MBA there, and I'll put my PMP. Don't go overboard and put like 10 different certifications that really is just taking up space. And also don't go overboard with putting like artwork or stuff that really is not important. I do know that some people have taglines, which I think is awesome. I look at them and it really speaks to the individual, their values and their beliefs, and that is okay. But all to say, do have a professional email signature. Another tip is use professional greetings. In email etiquette, it's always usually proper to use professional greetings. And I understand that at times if you're dealing with people that you're familiar with, it's like, hi everyone, hi all. But I think the key to your salutation is you need to know your audience. So if you're writing to an audience that's senior executives, people you're not familiar with, you probably want to use something like a hello. And that's not to say that you should diminish anyone based on their hierarchy within the organization. It's just when you're more familiar with people, then it's okay, to use hi. But when you're dealing with people you don't know, or you're dealing with a certain level within an organization or business or client, then you should use a proper salutation.